Listen, Pam. I'm sorry, but we really don't have time to play with you today. So hurry on home, okay?
What's this? Were you so frightened by our power that you wet yourself, furry ears?
Did I what? You've got a lot of nerve, you one-eyed monster.
No!
Hello everyone, I am Mike Mohammed, and I'm here to talk about a game for the Nintendo Switch called Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though of course it takes a while for these cameras to come into focus. There we go, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't want to show the title screen because of reasons. After you beat the game, certain things happen, but I have to talk about this game. I totally 100% like have to talk about this game, man. Holy smokes, man. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a game that has not received 1 ounce, 1/10 of the respect it deserves. It honestly is not, man. Let me explain why. It's because, oh man, I got like lint on my shirt here. I just woke up, by the way, guys. I just woke up after beating Xenoblade 2 last night, and yeah, that was, let me be dead ass honest. I started crying like a baby. I started crying like a child. I'm a grown ass man here. I started crying like a goddamn child playing this game. Beating this game, I should say. And it's not to say that I haven't had moments like that throughout the game, but like, the ending of this game just hit me like a ton of bricks. It just hit me like Jiren's fist crashing into my stomach, grinding through my abdominals, rearranging my internal organs. Holy shit, I was just like, goddamn. That strength, reminding me that I'm weak, reminding me that I'm still a frail, pathetic minion. Oh my god, that game was incredible. That game... Holy smokes, dude. Like, man, let me just say this, dude. I hate professional game reviewers. I despise professional game reviewers. I absolutely friggin' despise these game reviewers. And you want me to explain why I despise these game reviewers so goddamn much? Basically, these game reviewers cannot... I've played Xenoblade Chronicles 180 hours. I don't know if I want to bother showing on the screen or whatever, but... You can see I'm not making that number up. At least the Switch timer says that it's been that long. I don't know if the camera's going to actually come into focus in time, but... I have played most of my Switch games, depending... Well, Zelda I've played like 75 hours. Most of them I've played like 20 hours or something like that. Maybe I've played only a little bit. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I have played 180 hours plus. And the in-game timer, I don't know why it's different from the Switch game timer. In the in-game timer, I've played like 230 hours. So here's my point. These professional game reviewers who get paid to make game reviews and write these reviews for a living, they play these games like 1 week, man. They play these games like 1 week. And then they expect to give you like a proper review of the game to tell you how good the game really is or whatever, right? A game like Xenoblade 2 especially, there is no way in hell, there is absolutely no way that a person can give an adequate review of this game after 1 week. Let me explain how I played this game. Right now it's March 22nd, 2018. I bought this game on release date, I think it was December 6th, 2017. So I've owned this game now for almost 3 months. Almost 3 months. Been playing it on and off. I would say I've spent 3 months of my life playing this game on and off. And over that time, I racked up over a week of real-life time. And in that time, I have barely scratched the surface of this game. That's how huge Xenoblade 2 is. Xenoblade 2 is bigger than Breath of the Wild in terms of things you can do. In terms of, I don't know if the world itself is bigger, but in terms of like things you can do in the game, I think there's more than Breath of the Wild. And granted, I did some rare core farming, which maybe not everyone will do, because I wanted to get every rare blade in the game, and I almost did, except for Cosmos, which is like absurdly rare and absurdly uncommon to get. Probably eventually I will go back to get Cosmos in the game. But man, oh my god, dude. This game. I don't know how to explain it, besides to say that at first when I started playing this game, I didn't even like the game. The first week or two of playing this game, man, I didn't even really like the game, dude. Honestly and truly, I didn't like the game. I thought the battle system was stupid. I thought the characters, some of them were dumb. The voice acting, I wasn't sure about. Now, at this point in the fucking game, man. Oh my goodness, dude, I love this game so much now. Now I feel like all of these characters are like beloved characters to me. I want to just show off a little bit about the party that I have here. At first in this game, I didn't realize like how good the soundtrack was going to be, for instance. Things like that I didn't honestly take into account. I didn't think the soundtrack was going to be that good in this game. I figured it would be okay because it's a JRPG, but the soundtrack is honestly one of the best soundtracks in any video game I've ever played, man. The voice acting is incredible, and there's so much voice acting in this game, too. So much voice acting in this game. Let me see if I can get a good shot of some of my blades here. Okay, if the game will eventually come into focus, which hopefully it will. There you go, you can see Rex there. There's Nia in her blade form, there's Perun, and Praxis is hiding behind tall Perun's back. So there you go, there's a little bit. I could show you guys my team that I have. So, this was my team that I actually bothered to go and fight against the final boss with, so there might be mild spoilers here. But here's Rex and Nia in her blade form. That blade outfit is something else, eh? Alright, so here's Tora and all his different robot waifus. Here's Zeke, I got Praxis, Cassandra, and Pandoria. And here's Bridget, or sorry, not Bridget, I mean Morag with Bridget, Perun, and Vale. And this was my favorite personal blades in the game. Although I got almost every game in the game except for Cosmos. So there's just a little bit of me showing off the game. So you guys can't say I didn't show the game because I just did. Oh my god, man. Guys, I cried like a baby playing this game. I don't know how to explain it. The emotional resonance, like, let me explain a little bit about my thing. I started this playing this game in a time period where I would say my life was on something of a downturn. You know, I was like finding it harder to keep in contact with friends. I was in a bit of a transitory period in between jobs. Romantic endeavors did not work out as well as I had hoped. So, the best way to say it, I wasn't like depressed, but I wasn't feeling my best. I was feeling a little bit of a downturn in life. You know what I mean? Feeling a little bit more lonely, a little bit more like I needed something to escape to. You know what I mean? And for this period of my life, Xenoblade helped me immensely because it gave me something to pour myself into when certain things weren't working out. And now things are working out well, so don't worry about me in that regard. Now I'm doing fine. But I mean, I'm just saying, at this time, that's when I started playing this game. So I might have developed a certain attachment to these characters that maybe some people who had more busier things going on in their life didn't get. I like got really attached to, like, not just the characters, the playable characters in the game, but also the playable blades. There are like 50-something unique blades in this game, and all of them have unique voice acting. Well, 90% of them. 99% of them have like unique voice actors. They have like their own personalities. Everyone has their own blade quest that has like cinematic cutscenes to go along with the blade quest. And you unlock more abilities for the blade as you complete these blade quests and just use them in general. So, just the blades in this game were like a huge thing to me, man. Just the blades was like, to give you guys an idea of how many different blades there are, for those of you who maybe are not familiar with the game. So this is called the Blade album, and over here I can start going through some of my blades, and you can see every single character here is a unique blade. Every single one is a unique blade. And there's the only one that I'm really missing right now is Cosmos. You can see her silhouette there. But yeah, man, all these unique blades, I ended up getting attached to like every single one of them, man. I ended up loving all of these characters. Not just the blades that are part of the main story, but just the random blades that you can unlock. So again, let me go back to game reviewers and why I hate them so much. I played this game 180 hours. I have barely scratched the surface of this game. There are so many more side quests for me to do. There are so many more unique monsters for me to do. There's so many more treasure troves and rare items for me to find. There's so many more development in the cities I could do. There's just, even after spending so much time and getting almost every rare blade, there's still so many affinity charts I have to fill out. There's so much to do in this game. I could conceivably start a new game plus in this game and play another 180 hours of this game, and there's a good chance I still wouldn't be done everything in the game, and there's still DLC coming. And that's the thing, man. I got so attached to this game. I've gotten so attached to just the act of combat in this game. The way that the characters like yell out certain things, like Nia in her Welsh accent is just like, "This is gonna be awesome! This is where I belong!" Zeke is just like, just little positive things they say. If you're in like a negative state of mind, this game can be like therapeutic, man. This game can like reinforce positively. Just things like Zeke saying, "Even the darkest night is followed by a dawn." Or things like that, like Praxis be saying like, "This is gonna be the best day since yesterday." Yes, it sounds corny, but I'm just telling you, man. If you're like feeling down a bit, this game can honestly be therapy, and feeling attached to these characters and the adventures you go on them can make you feel something. It can fill a hole or something in your heart. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm gonna miss every single character in this game. I'm gonna miss Zeke. I'm gonna miss Morag. I'm gonna miss Nia. I'm gonna miss Tora. I'm gonna miss Rex. I'm gonna miss Pyra and Mithra. I'm gonna miss all the rare blades. I'm gonna miss Zenobia. Zenobia, for those of you who aren't familiar, is basically the female Goku in this game. She's basically the female Goku. Her element is wind, like I suppose Goku's would be. Goku, for those of you who don't know his name, means like enlightened cloud or whatever. So yeah, like, she's basically, why isn't there more tough monsters for us to fight, guys? I love the characters in this game. I've gotten attached to all of them. And that's the thing, these game reviewers, they'll play a game like this that has so much depth, that has so much for you to do. Such a beautiful soundtrack, such great art design, character design, a unique world that's like unlike any other game that you've played for you to explore, and a storyline that I was actually very impressed by, which does, trying to avoid spoilers here, that does at a certain point kind of tie in our world into their world in a certain way, and I'll just leave it at that, because I might be giving too much away as it is, but yeah, man, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, man, like, I don't know if I'm gonna play this game again, but let me say this, man. This is one of the greatest JRPGs I've ever played in my life. I've played Final Fantasy VII, I've played Final Fantasy X and 6 and all those games. I've played, like, Chrono Trigger, Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei games, Shin Megami Tensei 3, Persona 5. Right now, let me give my top list of JRPGs of all time. And this is in no particular order. Final Fantasy VII, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Nier Automata. That's what I'm saying, because Nier Automata was another game that completely blew my brain into the stratosphere. But yet, despite that, I would almost say out of all those games, and I'm including Final Fantasy VII here, which I know is a masterpiece, which I know is one of the greatest games ever made, which is like a pinnacle of the JRPG genre. Despite that, I would still say I honestly enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles more. The blade system is a lot like the materia system in Final Fantasy VII, to me at least. Except the blades all have their own unique personalities. So, like, half of the characters in this game are easily considered waifus. Like, for me personally, Nia, Zenobia, and Perun, that's my waifu squad. Pyra can go somewhere else, I don't care. This game, man, you end up getting so attached to this game, and just... oh my god, man. The emotions I felt, the songs in this game, the lines, the characters, the adventure, man. I'm gonna hold it in my heart forever, man. Like, this is... one day I might come back to this game again to play it one more time. In fact, I probably will somewhere down the line, as I have with most games that I feel this kind of strong resonance with. But yeah, man. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, an unsung masterpiece of Japanese role-playing games. A game that does not receive nearly as much recognition as it deserves. Guys, if you own a Nintendo Switch, and you in any way, shape, or form enjoy RPG games, buy Xenoblade 2. Support this game, show this game love, give this game a chance, because man, I'll be honest, this is a game that is like the definition of it gets better. I don't think I really understood, like, fully, like, had a good concept of how the combat is really supposed to work in this game. I was getting rolled for like 30-40 hours until it started to really click how battle in this game works. There's a lot of moving ears, there's a lot of different... like, man, some people complained about this game only having one save file, but here's the thing. There are so many variables in this game, so many quests to keep track of, affinity charts to keep track of, weapon upgrades, blade art upgrades, like different accessories, different equipments, auxiliary cores, events, like heart-to-heart. There's so many variables to keep track of for just one save file in this game that, honestly speaking, I don't blame the game creators now for only making one save file, given that it has to be... the game can only be a certain amount of size, and they only have so much... a save file can only really be so big. There's a lot for them to keep track in a single save file. Like, I cannot overstate how much depth there is to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This game, I have not played any of the previous games in the Xeno series, but I would already say this is one of my favorite games ever, and I kind of I'm now interested to look up how this game relates to older games in the series. I don't know if I would go and play those games, but I'm interested in the story, lore, and background of that stuff. But most of all, I just... oh man, I just can't explain how much emotions I feel about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. How much I love the characters in this game. I feel like every character in this game is like a friend that I've gone on a great adventure with. And now leaving this game after being in this game and going back to, like, you know, quote-unquote the real world to go deal with real-life stuff and kind of put Xenoblade aside, it feels really emotional, man. Like I'm letting go a part of myself now. It's like the ending screen where you see most of the main characters that you've gone on this adventure with. I just looked at it, I'm like, man, I don't want to see you guys go. I don't want to see you go, Nia. I don't want to see you go, Zeke and Morag and Pyra and Mithra and Rex and everybody. I don't want to let and Gramps and everybody, man. I don't want to say goodbye to you guys. Ah, man, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, man. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, my personal favorite RPG game of all time. I would rate this game, like, even though the game does have flaws, even though there's some things that could be improved, like the rare blade system in this game being, like, essentially a gachapon system. Certain things could be improved, maybe the graphical performance could be improved, but just in sheer fun I had playing the game, just in how attached I got to the game. Like, yeah, I know, it seems weird, but because I'm recognizing the game has flaws and there's things that could be improved. But despite that, I'm still going to give this game a perfect 10 out of 10 because the impact this game had on me as a person, I just don't know how to state it enough, man. I just don't know, man. I love this game now. I love this game. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Nintendo Switch. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Monolith Soft, I should say. Thank you so much for creating this game, to all the writers and art designers and the musicians and everybody who worked on this game. This game has been therapeutic to me. This game has been a work of art. I love this game. Rex, Pyra, Mithra for Smash, Nia and Drobok for Smash. Let's do it, guys. I am Mike Muhammad. For more videos like this, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.